What's going on, guys? Austin back, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to win every single gunfight you take in Rainbow Six Siege. And now in this video, I'm going to break it down into 5 things that you need to be doing in every single gunfight and breaking them down and telling you how to use them and why you should use them in every single gunfight that you take and things to think about when you are taking gunfights. But yeah, before we get into this video, make sure you guys go down to the description. My Twitch is linked down there. I try to stream as much as I can every single night. I want to start streaming during the days, so that's something you can look forward to. And then also hit the like, subscribe button to show me some love. If you want to, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so the first tip in winning every single gunfight you take is going to be crosshair placement. You need your crosshair placement to be strong. And obviously, I know a lot of you guys like to aim low because a lot of the time people will say, Austin, my aim isn't very good, so I need to aim at the body so I can hit more shots. And that's further from the truth, bro. You should never be aiming for the body other than if you know for a fact that the other person is low and needs about 1 to 2 bullets to actually kill them, right? Because then at that point, if you're aiming head level, right, instead of aiming head level and having such a small radius to hit one shot when you don't need to, if you just aim down here and you are able to just get a shot or two in, you're gonna be fine, right? But every single time, 99.9% of the time, you need to be aiming at the head. And I do not care what skill level you are. I do not care how good of an aim you are. Crosshair placement is one of the most important things in this game because obviously everybody knows that it is a one headshot kill in this game. You hit one bullet to the head, you win the gunfight. You win the fight, you don't die, you kill the other person, whatever. Whatever other ways I need to say it. Always aim for the head because at the end of the day, if you are aiming for the body and the other person is aiming for the head, 95% of the time, the person aiming for the head is going to win, right? And I don't care, like I said, if you have bad aim, right? Aim for the head because over time, right, if you are just doing something over and over and over and over, you are bound to improve. If you start aiming for the head, even if you have, bad aim and stuff like that, what's going to happen is the more that you do this over and over, maybe when you start doing it, you take a little bit of a dip, right? But over the long term, it's going to skyrocket, right? You're going to get so much better. It's going to help you improve so much, so easily. So yeah, always aim for the head, right? And also, one other thing I want to talk about with crosshair placement is you always want to be aiming for the head, right? So most of the time, obviously, you're going to be aiming, obviously, head standing level, which is probably, like, around, I'd say, like, here. But if you notice that, like, I know on higher ranks, right, a lot of people will crouch. And I will crouch when I take into gunfights or when I swing angles, right? Because what that does is it kind of just throws off the enemy, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But if you are in a game noticing that people are doing that to you, maybe you don't want to aim up here, right? Maybe you want to start with a little bit of a lower crosshair just so you can kill them, but that's only going to be in special scenarios when you're playing a team like that. But most of the time, or not most of the time, every single time, I want you guys to focus on your crosshair placement because that is a way that you can win gunfights way easier, way quicker, and actually have like a better chance at the gunfight, right, than shooting at the body and stuff like that. So that is the first tip on how to win every single gunfight in Rainbow Six Siege. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about in your path to winning every single gunfight is going to be pre-firing. When you are taking gunfights in Rainbow Six Siege, you need to start pre-firing more. Not even when you're in gunfights, but just in general, because pre-firing is going to help you in 2 ways. It's going to help you get kills when you don't know people are there, or it's going to help you get kills when you know people are there. So what I mean is, like, if you are approaching a room, right, and a lot of the time this is going to happen if you don't have a drone, you don't have utility to, scope it out, or on the defense, right, you don't have a cam. A lot of the time, like, if I do not know what is at the end of this hallway, or if I am on defense and I don't know if anybody is holding this double on main stairs, right, a lot of the time, what you can do is just like, I don't know anybody's here, but just in case, I can pre-fire this, and if they're sitting there crouched, you know what I mean, like, they are gonna die, right? And you're gonna get either a hit on them, or you're gonna know where they are, right? And the other part, in, like, more of gunfights, like how this video is structured and what I'm talking about, right, is pre-firing in gunfights is so huge, right? Because it gives you, like, someone that pre-fires versus someone that doesn't pre-fire, someone that pre-fires is going to have a good, way bigger advantage, right? Because if you know that someone is, like, holding this, right, or they're holding, like, this angle right on you right here, and, like, okay, well, let me open this so it's not, like, they're in the open, right? So let's say we have the head holes open, like, right here, right? And you know someone's holding this, and you're taking a fight, right? And you're just, like, they're here, and you, like, find them, and then you, like, go duck behind cover, rightfully, right? what you can do is just pre-fire this, right? You just pre-fire this. And a lot of the time, this person and the people that you're fighting are going to be kind of in a stalemate, right? Because this person right here, I'm not going to go behind, but they're just going to be holding this angle, right? Waiting for you to peek out, because then when your face is shown, they're going to shoot, right? Versus if you pre-fire this, you're going to have a much better, you're going to have a world of an advantage over them, right? World of an advantage, and stuff like that. So make sure you guys start pre-firing. Especially maybe if you don't even know the person's there, right? Like I was saying at the start, start pre-firing corners, start pre-firing everything, or not everything, but like gunfight wise, if you know someone's like close like this, you can pre-fire this. Obviously I don't have enough ammo. I have no ammo in my gun, but you know, you kind of get it, right? You kind of get it where it's like, if you pre-fire around a corner, if you know someone's holding this, instead of just waiting, again, like I was saying on the other time, instead of swinging out and then shooting like this, if you just, you know, wait a second, you know what I mean? Or not wait a second, but if you just do this and pre-fire before you even peek out, you're going to win a lot more gunfights, and you're going to win probably like 99, or not 99, but 90% of the gunfights, because sometimes people have just good aim and they'll hit a good headshot and they'll kill you. That's just how this game is, right? But if you pre-fire more over time and just over the longevity and in the immediate, you're going to win a lot more gunfights and win like almost every gunfight you get in. All right, so the next step in winning every single gunfight you take is going to be to use your utility. And I think this is one that I bring up a good amount in my educational videos, but like I don't know if it seems to get to the head of you guys, like through your, you know, thick skull. Is using utility is one of the easiest ways that you can get an advantage in your games. And this is on the attack and defensive side, but I'm mainly going to highlight the attack part in this video. But like a lot of people, right, is one of the, I think the best secondary equipment in this game on the attack is going to be the stun grenade. And because the stun grenade and like yin candles and stuff like that are so overpowered that they make your defender forcefully move or can't see, right? And obviously I'm highlighting stuns, but this goes for smoke grenades and stuff as well, so I'll talk about that later. But like the thing that I'm saying, right, is instead of taking like a bad gunfight, right, say our drone got shot, you know what I mean, we know someone's trophy or we know someone is, instead of quick peeking and then like, you know, risking dying, if we just quick, you know, throw a stun and then we wait for it to go off, we push up more, we're kind of holding this dude trophy. This dude in trophy is most likely gonna push back into the site, right? And then you're gonna be able to, off of your stuns, just take this important map control, because map control is very huge in this game, right? When you're attacking the second floor, trophy is a huge map control that you want to take on the second floor, because that gives you access to master bedroom. This gets you you know, access to this breach that we can, you know, open and stuff like that. So holding this and getting control of this is very big, right? And especially even if you're like, you know, trying to get down here, right? You're trying to get through, attic, and you're like pushing here, and you just stun this, and then it makes you able to walk down, right? Stunning and using utility like this is one of the easiest ways to take Mac position. And a lot of the time, like I said, obviously you're going to be able to take this area. But let's just say you throw your stun and this dude's just kind of like living in this corner, right? And you hear him as you push up. All you can do is you can use like the last tip. You can pre-fire this guy into just oblivion, right? And he's just dead. You know what I mean? So using things like stuns, using things like smokes that can, you know, smoke off an area so you can hop in or enter the building and play off that smoke to get better gunfights instead of taking it from like a distance or something like that, or from a doorway, from a window. Using stuff like that. Using your C4s and nitro cells in good positions where you like have a lineup, you use like your noise, stuff like that. You use your impacts to make quick rotations. Just anything, bro. Even like equipment, like the buck thing, bro. If this is all closed or something, I don't even know what to say. If they don't have this open, they're probably bots. But like, if you know someone's bunks, open this with buck, you can kill them like that. Use your equipment. A lot of people just die with it in the pocket and do nothing with it. But if you use your equipment in any sort, in any way, your gadgets, use it to make a positive impact. Do not die with it in your pocket, because if you die within your pocket, it's just a total waste. They give it to you for a reason. Use it, and you're gonna win a lot more gunfights. All right, so the next piece in this video is going to be swing or be swung. Learn when to swing and swing more often, because what I want to really break down in this is when you swing, a lot of the time you are going to have the advantage. And that's not me saying that holding angles and not swinging is never good, because there is times and places where that is way better than, swinging people. But if most of the time you're going to want to be swinging people, because a lot of the time, and the main reasons why is because, first off, a lot of the time the person swinging is going to have the advantage because they are going to actually see you before you see them. So like if you're holding an angle, if you're holding an angle right here and you're just holding this angle, right, and someone's swinging you from, they come through this rotate through, laundry, they are going to see you on this angle before, you see them. So you holding this angle, like, okay, so basically you're going to see like right here, they are probably going to see you like right here, right? And they're gonna be able to just pre-fire you and you're gonna die. So, or not pre-fire you, but they're gonna see you, be able to shoot you first, and you're gonna die. The second thing is your reaction is going to actually be worse than the person swinging you. So if you're holding an angle, right, a lot of the time you're waiting to see them so your brain and your fingers react to shoot. But a lot of the time when you're swinging somebody, that reaction is going to be faster, and the person holding the angle is not going to be able to react as fast as you are going to be able to. So you need to swing more. You need to be able to swing and take a gunfights more. You need to be a little bit more aggro sometimes. Obviously, it's not always the best, but you kind of got to just feel that out, right? You got to kind of know the situation, and you'll get that over time by kind of just playing the game, right? But a lot of the time, I'm guilty of this, bro. I hold angles, I get swung, and I just look like an idiot, right? But if you can swing more and kind of over time, like from swinging more, get it down and get like better understanding of when, hey, I need to swing this guy or I'm gonna die, or hey, I'm gonna need to hold this angle, and if I swing, I'm probably gonna die, or it's not the greatest time for that right now. If you can figure that out and over time do that, but immediately, bro, just swing more, be a little bit more aggressive, because in this game, like, especially, even if your gun skill isn't good, you can use the other tips I gave you. Aim for the head, pre-fire, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Use your equipment, flash, pre-fire, and aim for the head as you swing. Beautiful. That's how you get more gunfights, and that is a way. And especially, again, make sure you swing more. It's going to help you in loads winning gunfights. All right, so for the last thing I want to talk about in this video is going to be positioning yourself and positioning in general, right? And I think it is a huge factor in helping you win every single gunfight you take, because if you can outposition your opponent and be in good positioning at all times, you are going to have just a massive advantage in almost every single gunfight you take, because positioning is such a huge part in this game, right? So the main things I want to talk about with positioning is, first off, you never want to position yourself in a spot where the enemy will know where you are. And what I mean by this, right, is if somebody, well, obviously we're going to be defending this upstairs bedroom and gym on Clubhouse, right, and in this example, but if you are like in a position where there's someone out this window, right, and they are going to be peeking from this left side from the window, and you are, let's say you're holding this angle from right here in the rotate. You're holding this from the right, the rotate, because it's safe in gym and you can be safe there, right? You may think, oh, this is pretty unpredictable, you know what I mean? They're not going to know. But in reality, he's going to peek around all of these angles. This close angle, like on the condor. He's going to peek across on this like mattress, on the couch. He's gonna peek this long hallway. He's gonna peek the whole bathroom, and the last place that he can know where you are and he's gonna check is gonna be there. It's gonna be on this rotate. So if he went through the whole room and didn't see anybody, he's gonna probably assume, and you are gonna assume, even if you're the one peeking this, that this guy is gonna be on my left. He's gonna be either on the rotate or he's gonna be close here. So they will peek here and they'll know you're there, and they'll pre-fire you a lot of the time and kill you. And you'll be like, oh my, how does she just know that? And it's because you position yourself very badly, so he knows exactly where you are. Versus if you position yourself on like a good place like this mattress, right? If he's peeking from this left side, he's going to go, again, he's going to peek the condor, he's going to peek the bomb, he's going to peek the couch. And you're going to be sitting here, right here on this angle, right? And you're going to hold it. And even if he knows you're there and you aren't able to get the kill, right, you're gonna have a whole nother side where you can take this gunfight and pre-fire from a whole different side. So like position yourself instead of this on this like mattress in the middle of the room where he's gonna have to check and doesn't know where anybody is, right? Versus when you're positioning yourself in one place where it's the last place he's gonna check for clearing a room is not what you want to do, right? And that's an example that can be done with anywhere, right? Even on this, even in con, right? If you're positioning yourself right back here, right behind this thing, that's not a bad thing. But what he's gonna do is he's gonna peek this con door, he's gonna peek behind those bricks, he's gonna peek the door, he's gonna peek, you know, close. And if he doesn't see you, he's gonna know, oh my god, this guy is gonna be holding like this thing. So he can peek out, you're gonna peek up, and he's just gonna pre-fire you. He's gonna kill you, and he's gonna be alert, right? Because he knows where you are because of where you position yourself. You want to position yourself in unpredictable spots, not common places. I'm not saying that putting yourself in a common position is necessarily bad all the time, but you want to put yourself in positions where it's not super obvious where you are, and you really need to be thinking about it. That's why Rainbow is such a cool game, because it's stuff like this, like little minute things that you will not think about on the daily that you can do to make yourself a better player by making yourself less predictable and stuff like that. So position yourself better, make sure you find, you know, good positions to take gunfights, because at the end of the day, you are only going to get basically as far as your positioning takes you. Obviously, you can have good aim, but if you're positioning yourself bad constantly, gunfights are not going to come easy to you. But if you can position yourself in a good way, at least a little bit of a positive way, gunfights are going to come to you so much better. And if you can position yourself great, you're going to win basically almost every gunfight that you are in. All right, so that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and were able to take some things out of it and to help you win almost every single gunfight that you take in Rainbow Six Siege, because obviously I want to see you guys get better and stuff like that. And I hope these tips and things that I, you know, broke down were simple to understand and really are able to help you. But yeah, make sure again you go down in the description, follow my Twitch. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you learned something and you enjoyed this video. Again, I would greatly appreciate it. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.